Welcome to Latte with a Lawyer, a podcast dedicated to bringing you the stories of some of America's most successful lawyers, figuring out what makes them tick, how they creatively solve problems, and how others aspiring to be them can follow in their footsteps.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Latte with a Lawyer. I'm your host, Jonathan Brickman. And this morning we have with us from Coral Gables, Richard Cruz with Cruz legal firm. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
You bet. Nice to have you. Early in the morning here. So to get started, what's your morning beverage of choice?
Well, I actually do not begin with coffee. I know it's Latte with a Lawyer, but given the temperatures here in South Florida, I like something cold. So usually my go-to is an energy drink. I've never been able to get into cold coffees, so I go with a Monster or Celsius, something cold, refreshing, but that gives me that kick in the day.
Excellent. Good deal. Celsius. Yeah, that's hot, right? Everyone drinks Celsius now.
Yeah, it's the popular one. It's supposed to be healthier, but I don't. Yeah, I think it's all the same essentially.
Yeah, that's all the same. Caffeine with your flavor of choice, right? So
It's just a vehicle to get that kick that you need.
to get started. Okay, good. What's you're up early, so what's your morning routine? When do you get up and get going?
Generally around 6:30. I don't need an alarm clock. My dog does a good job of that himself. He's ready to go by 6:30, so I'll get up, take him on a long walk, jog, get home, get ready, and then just come to the office, usually here by 8, 8:30, have my Monster as I described, and then just get an early start on the day.
Oh, good. All right, excellent, good. So let's talk about what kind of work you do. Tell us about your law practice.
So we do civil litigation, and we also handle probate matters and a little bit of family. And it's a wide range of things that we're able to handle here in my office. We are a boutique firm, but I'm able to tap into a resource, which is my partner, Richard Cruz, who's also my father. He's been
Excellent.
practicing for 40, I think he's going on 42 years now. And in that experience, he's seen it all.
Yep.
So I'm able to tap into his experience, and he's handled a wide range of cases in his years. But our practice focuses on litigation, civil, which encompasses commercial matters, your general contract disputes, and some landlord tenant as well, and probate as well. So we we truly are a family firm that can help somebody even through the difficult times when they lose a loved one as well.
Okay. But is there a core practice that you would say is like your core, like
That would then be the civil litigation part,
civil litigation?
commercial litigation.
So give me examples of that. Give me examples of the type of cases you work on.
Sure. We've been seeing a lot lately, and by lately, I mean within the last year and a half, a lot of partnership disputes, a lot of partnership breakups.
Okay.
When the economy is doing good, everyone wants to, get into business together. But unfortunately, sometimes you have individuals that might have a great idea, but not in the execution. And something that's vital is setting up the proper documentation, so an operating agreement, for
Yep.
example, where you know the responsibilities of each other. Well, unfortunately, a lot of people don't do that. So ultimately, a good portion of the time, they end up in litigation.
Okay.
You'll have one partner that does more than the other, and then a dispute occurs. Fortunately, sometimes most of the time, those cases are able to be settled prior to any trials, but that's what we've been seeing a lot of. So the core of our practice would be in that general litigation.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's that's very common, right? Whenever you get people together, there's potential for conflict.
Absolutely, it's like a marriage. It's like
Yeah, for sure. Does that, so this involves litigation? You're litigating these cases?
Yes,
Okay.
correct, correct.
Do you go to the court? Do you go to a courtroom? Do you go to a jury trial ever?
If we need to, but about I would say 90 to 95% of cases are settled outside of court.
Okay.
And as of right now, since COVID, most of your hearings are taking place via Zoom. So there's no physical court right now. Trials, depending on the judge. Some judges are actually holding trials via Zoom. Depends on the parties and their preferences.
Yeah.
Um, but your day-to-day hearings or case management conferences, those are still being done via Zoom.
Okay. Okay. Good. So, tell me. I mean, obviously, your dad's your partner, and is that the reason why you became a lawyer? Tell me about that. How you got started?
So partially, not just him. We have a good amount of attorneys in our family, but I found it on my own. It was never pushed upon me to do
Yeah.
anything in particular. I've always been interested in government and politics and in people.
Okay.
And so the law is able to merge those things and also deal with with people. I'm a people person. I love to talk as well. So and meeting everyone. So this allows that gateway. So I kind of just stumbled upon it myself, made that decision, and it's been probably since I was a teenager. I already knew what I was going to do in life, and I was go to law school, become an attorney, and I've been fortunate to actually be able to experience that.
Got it. And always this type of law. Did you pursue anything else, or this is where you knew you were going to practice?
I didn't know what I was going to practice.
Yeah.
When I was in law school, I was discovering new things for a time because some of my friends went into it. I was thinking of being going to the state attorney's office and prosecutor route. Um, I was trying to think of, well, what is it? So when I was in law school, I actually jumped around. I did a law clerk for a couple firms that did different things:
Okay.
personal injury, another commercial litigation firm, just to try to get that experience.
Yeah.
And I settled right back into the roots that I've known since I've been working with my father. I started working in his firm when I was 17 years old.
Okay.
And
Doing what?
so
What kind of work did you do for him?
I started making copies and filing papers away
Terrific. Yeah.
and shredding. We were transitioning at that point to a completely cloud-based firm. That was when we were getting rid of the papers. I when I started out right in the beginning, you were still having to run things over to get it stamped at the clerk's office. And then they introduced the e-portal where you can file everything electronically. So we were then transitioning, getting rid of documents, shredding. So that was my task for like the first year that I was working with him was go through the files, shred the non-important documents, keep everything else away, and just do the filing system or go and make a copy of this or go run to the courthouse. And
Yeah.
that truly introduced me to the little nuances and the importance that even the minute tasks in our field, from deadlines to the certain documents to being able to be organized, which is a vital tool in our field.
Yeah. 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 So, I mean, what's your real like passion in life? Like, what drives you?
It sounds corny,
Yeah.
but truly, being able to interact with people and helping them in any sort of way, not only
Yeah.
in law, but also in volunteer work. And just that I'm a very social person. So I enjoy being able to listen to somebody's issues and be able to help them or volunteering in a couple charities here in town as well on weekends or in my off time. So I get a true joy out of being able to resolve people's problems or at least guide them in a manner in which they're able to get past a difficult time in life. And for example, in this field, nobody or rarely are they coming with good news.
Right.
It's either a loved one has passed away, my business is failing, my partner XYZ, whatever it may be. Very rarely are people coming to us in a joyous point in time. And so we need to be understanding. And if you don't have that drive to truly want to help somebody, you're going to be put in a difficult spot.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, that's the right profile, certainly, to be a lawyer, right? You got to be driven by wanting to help people for sure.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
I think that's what sets a lot of people apart, that personal touch.
yeah.
And so that's why I enjoy our practice. Since it's my father and I, we have a personal touch with our clients, and I think that they're able to experience that as well.
You got it. You said other people in the family. So who else in the family practices law?
So going back generations, my grandfather and
Okay.
his father, going back to Cuba. I'm Cuban American.
Okay.
Uh, my parents came when they were children, so I'm talking about 1961. They came to this country, and my grandfather was an attorney in Cuba. He came to this country and became an attorney here in the United States as well. So it's just been a generational thing. I also a few of my father's brother is also an attorney. He's now retired. He did patent work as well,
Oh,
and so
nice.
it's been a family business essentially.
Oh, that's great. Any family in Cuba still?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Not that I'm aware of. Probably some distant cousins and stuff, but not nothing that I'm aware of.
Got it. Got it. Have you traveled back there yourself?
No, I have not. I have not visited Cuba. Maybe one day, when things change,
Yeah.
I'll be able to go back and hopefully, try to find some old houses or some, retrace the family roots. But
Yeah.
as of, as of now, unfortunately, I have not had that opportunity.
Yeah. I think that would be very interesting for sure.
Absolutely. That's why it's good to hear the old stories of, where they grew up. So maybe one day I can go back and, see it for myself.
Yeah. Excellent. Good. Um, what was I going to say? Give me an example. I mean, I know you're just getting started, right? I see that, but is there any like big memorable case that you've worked on so far that's really been exciting?
So I would say that the one case that I go back to, it wasn't a big case. But it really captured that desire that I had. And it happened even before I was an attorney. So I
Okay.
was few years into working with my father, so he allowed me to be a little bit more hands-on and you know, kind of like client intake questions and things.
Yeah.
So this was back uh, probably about 12 years ago. We were still going off in the financial crisis. People were still losing their homes and such. So back then, there was a lot of loan modifications that were taking place. There was this gentleman that came in, super nice gentleman, hardworking. He had a home that he was about to lose to foreclosure. My father was doing some loan modification work at that time as well. And this man, I don't know why I took a liking to him and his story. He was here with his family, with his children, and they were at the verge of losing their home.
Mm.
And that truly captured because we were able to help him modify his loan into a manner in which he was able to pay and save his home. And they cried essentially when we got that good news for them that it was a family that not only had him and his wife and his children, but his parents, his elderly parents were living with them as well. And they
Yeah.
had nowhere else to go. So that's something that really has stuck with me. Um, Big memorable cases, our partnership disputes and such, but that one has really it
Mm.
holds a special place in my heart. I think it's because I was so young and just learning the field that it's something I've held on to all along.
Yeah. So, is it just you and your dad in the practice, or you have more people involved?
Attorney
Practicing
wise,
attorneys. Yeah,
right?
attorney.
Attorney wise, it's just us.
Okay.
It's just him and I. As far as our office, we have our family also works with us. For example, my sister, while she's also in law school, helps
Oh,
on
she's
the law.
also in law school too.
Yes,
Oh, nice.
and it's a family business.
Oh, that's terrific.
But we also have other employees as well that
Got it. You
help
plan
us.
on expanding the firm at some point, or keeping it just in the family?
So potentially in the future, Right now, we're trying to um, grow at a healthy pace. Last thing we want to do is, try to take on too much and really neglect our clients, or not give them the best quality of work that we can do.
Yeah.
So slowly but surely, potentially in the future, I would like to grow a little bit more, maybe include an attorney that's not related to us, but
Not with the same last name.
exactly.
Hey. Hey.
But I think for right now, we're in a good position. We are able to help our clients and truly be hands-on, and I think they appreciate.
Yeah, excellent. That's good. And what's your, I mean, your niche? I know you practice, civil litigation, but is your niche in South Florida, the Cuban American population, or what's your niche? What have you carved out?
So our niche, I think, is, yes, in South Florida, not
Okay.
just the Cuban American population, but are just focusing on South Florida. We've handled cases throughout the state, but I think that that personal touch here, um, I, a good foundation.
Yeah, yeah. I see you also have an MBA too. You went to Nova Southeastern?
Correct.
Okay.
When
So
I
why'd you get that? Why'd you get the MBA as well?
Because I wanted to not only transition just directly from undergrad into law school, I wanted to
Yeah.
get some real world experience and expose myself to something else.
Okay.
Uh, and which is, I think, something that a lot of people don't do,
Down to,
and
yeah.
it's a disservice not only to yourself but to your potential clients in the future. That MBA allowed me to see things from a different perspective in the business world. I had seen a lot of, commercial litigation, commercial disputes, working with my father. So I figured, if that's a route that I'm going to take, I might as well have the different perspective, not just on the legal side, but on the business side as well.
Yeah.
And so I figured, even if I don't use it in the traditional sense going out and working in corporate America, I will be able to have that as a as a foundation for when I do practice law with corporate clients. I understand where they're coming from as well.
Yeah. Wait, did you also do undergraduate there? Where'd you go undergraduate?
For undergraduate, I went to the University of Miami
Oh, University of Miami. Okay.
and to Florida International University as well.
Nice. So you've been to a lot of schools. Okay.
Yes.
And then you went straight to get an MBA right from undergrad to get
Yes,
that.
I think there's a 6 month gap, if I'm not mistaken, between the two. But yes, I went straight into the MBA, and right after the MBA, I went straight into law school as well.
Very
And
good.
the
Okay.
entire time, I continued working, because I just wanted to gain as much experience and exposure in all areas before I went to law school and graduated. Now
Yeah, that's good. We talk a lot about that. I ask people that question because again, there's a constant sort of like debate about, the duration of law school, 3 years, right? And none of it practical. So, the need to sort of maybe make the third year more of an apprenticeship, internship, right? As opposed to just
Yes.
theory and then going into practice. You agree with that?
I do. I think I might have an unpopular opinion. I think
Yeah.
the 3 years are a solid foundation, and maybe even there should be an additional at least 6 months after the 3 years of an apprenticeship.
Okay.
I know that's going the other way. Most people are
Yeah.
saying no less, and I'm saying no more. But I think we spend so much time trying to prepare for exams, whether it be the bar exam or your end of term exams in school, and that practicality is lost. The
Right.
clinics do a decent job, but it's still not the same. So I actually think that there should be a gap between finishing law school and the bar exam where you're able to do that apprenticeship. It should be at least required.
Yeah, yeah, I would think so. So, I mean, a law school. I mean, I know Nova Southeastern is a more practical, right? Like education. I mean, do they incorporate that into the program?
Yes, they
They
have a
do.
lot. They offered a lot of legal clinics and hands-on work as
Yes.
well through the university, and they had a lot of opportunities to go out and do volunteer work. We used to do that I was a part of with helping people with immigration issues. They would have these fairs once every 4 months or so, where they would help people with fill out immigration documents, get advice. There would be immigration attorneys that would come in.
Yeah.
So the students would work as the intake and then sit down with them and the attorneys to try to get that practical experience. Now, to me, I don't think there's anything that can supplant what it actually takes in the real world.
Yeah.
And what you learn in the day-to-day practice of law is its practicality and not the theoretical ideas of, why this happened. And dealing with people. I think dealing with people and communicating with them. One of the joys that I get every day is when I have a client or a potential client sit with me. I explain to them their issue or how we can address it. And they tell me, I've been to another attorney before regarding the same issue. They've never explained it quite as detailed as you have.
Mm.
And so I think that's important. And that comes with that hands-on experience that school just can't give you.
Right. So where do you learn that? You learn it from your dad, but otherwise, where do you learn it from?
Where do I learn from? I do a lot of seminars. I do a lot of not only the required CLEs, but I enjoy learning. So I do the seminars. I go to the conferences every so often, and then just reading a lot.
Okay.
So I go down a lot of rabbit holes through Lexis, where I'm just trying to get as much information on the topics so I can really pass that on to the client and be able to guide them.
Yeah, excellent.
Ultimately, sometimes people have a case, they don't have a case, or if they do have a case, it's going to be more costly for them to do it. And I think it's best for them to know in the front end, then call, a year later, hey, we've been in litigation for a year, it's cost me X amount of money. What are we doing? And that's the type of situation that I try to avoid. I'm always very open and honest with our clients in the very beginning.
Yeah, because I mean, your work is billable hours, right? I mean, you're charging them for your time. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. So I always have to keep that in mind as well. I hate people throwing good money after bad. So even if I'm able to bill on the case, I'll tell them up front, you're wasting your time.
Yeah.
So I never want to be the idea that people have of attorneys. That bad, you know, the distrust, or they're just trying to gouge me or anything like that. I steer away from the complete opposite, so people don't get that impression.
Yeah. Well, everybody I've had on this show has been just the opposite of that. So you're another. I mean, people seem to be very genuine, and they're driven by a desire to help people, and so I haven't. I mean, that's what I've experienced so far. So you guys are doing good work. So keep it
And
up.
I think it helps when we're able to be in a boutique firm
Mm.
where we don't have a corporate a big corporate law, a big law looking down our necks, trying to see about the billables and this, that,
Yeah.
and the other. So I think that helps when we're able to keep it small, keep it intimate with our clients, and being very informative.
Got it. Some of your classmates, I'm sure, went on to work at some of these large law firms.
Yes.
And what do they say? What's their experience been?
We'll keep this PG.
Okay, so not great.
No, no, it's not all firms. They have some good experience at some of them, but it wasn't. I'll just put it this way: it wasn't for me.
Okay. Yeah,
It,
yeah,
was, it wasn't for me.
yeah. Well, you had the best situation. You grew up in the business and you rolled right into it. So
I've been very fortunate.
yeah,
Absolutely. Every day, even the difficult days, I've been very fortunate in the position that I've been put in. Now it's only, it's still hard work though.
yeah.
It's I've been very fortunate.
Okay. So listen, as a smaller firm, I mean, how much do you guys leverage technology and all those tools?
We try to do as much as possible, especially with COVID. It helped us a lot to be able to be cloud-based as far as our
Yeah.
files and the manner in which we interact. We're able to work from home seamlessly. And so we do, like I mentioned, we try to run a paperless office as
Good.
much as possible.
Yeah.
We also incorporate a lot of Zoom into our clients' meetings. It makes it a lot easier for them. They don't have to make the drive to our office, brave Miami traffic, which is insane at points.
Yeah.
And so they enjoy it as well. So we are big into technology in this office, and we try to use it to be as effective and efficient as possible.
Good. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of legal tech. We're a legal tech company. I mean, there's a lot of legal tech, and it's good to see people leveraging that. It's good.
It's made our profession a lot easier and efficient, and that way we can provide a better quality of work to our clients and be more involved with our
Yeah.
clients.
Good. Excellent. Good. So just I want to wrap it up here, but just final things you want to leave with the audience about your law firm, just to summarize things and the best way to connect with you.
Sure. So our office, as mentioned, is Cruz Legal Firm in Coral Gables, Florida. Our website is cruzpllc.com.
Okay.
And our office is small on purpose. We keep it within our family to try to truly facilitate communication and that personal touch to each of our clients that comes in. And we are here to help through whether you have a civil litigation matter, commercial, or landlord-tenant issues, and probate. I think probate is an area of law that I very much enjoy. It helps people through very difficult times and resolve those final issues that they have when they lose a loved one. So I mentioned Cruz Legal Firm in Coral Gables, Florida. Our website, cruzpllc.com. And it's been a pleasure to sit with you today.
Yeah. No, I appreciate the time this morning. So for everybody, again, you've already said it, but I'll say it again. Richard Cruz with Cruz Legal Firm in Coral Gables, Florida. And this is sponsored by EmotionTrac, which is a legal tech platform that helps litigators prepare for mediation and trials with our Insights platform. Thank you. It was a pleasure. Thanks for jumping on here, and I'll let you get back to the good work.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You bet. Bye.
Bye-bye.